Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Sangha, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, you are invited to join us in this weekly Buddhist newsreel on Phật online channels. Hereafter are 9 major headlines of Buddhist activities of the week. Monastic announcement guiding to organizations of VESAK FIESTA Buddhist Year 2565. Monastic announcement on the organization of VESAK Buddhist Year 2565. Government Committee for Religious Affairs congratulated visit most venerable chairmen of the Administrative Council of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. Government Committee for Religious Affairs congratulated the coming New Year CHNṳM THMÂY celebration at CANDARANSI Pagoda. Hanoi, Conference for Non-Phương Dung with Dharma Religions and People. Giang, Vietnam Thailand Friend visit giving gift to Provincial Solidarity Associations of Monastic Practitioners. Ho Chi Minh City, Phước Viêng Pagoda with offering to Vietnam Buddhist University. Blood donation Fiestas of Love at Vạn Đức Pagoda. 47-day Buddhist retreat at Vạn Đức Pagoda. The following are the new in details. Celebrating the Buddha birthday has a very important meaning to monks and nuns and Buddhist laymen all over the world in general and to Vietnam in particular. The Buddha birthday, at an annual held by the United Nations, is a world religious festival to honor the profound human values of Buddhism for human peace. In that spirit, on April 1st, 2021, Most Venerable THMÂY, Chairman of the Administrative Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, has signed the announcement number 69 TB-HDTS on guiding administrative boards in provincial across the country to organize the VESAK of Buddhist Year 2565 Solar Calendar 2021 Buddhist celebration.
This year, the birthday anniversary of the Buddha takes place when the whole country celebrates important events such as the festival of entire country to elect 15 National Assembly and the People's Councils at all levels for the term 2021 to 2026. Celebrating the 40th anniversary of the establishment of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, 1981 to 2021, the Congress of the Vietnamese Buddhist Sangha at the district level, town, city, directly under the provincial term 2021 to 2026. In addition to upholding the awareness of disease prevention and fighting the COVID-19, the monastic announcements also provides detailed instructions on the organizations regarding the venue and time, the contents and formality of the Great Buddha Purnima ceremony, as well as the detailed VESAK program. Monastic announcements also provide instructions to register for the celebrations of Buddha's birthday with state management agencies and contact the media to report on the program of the VESAK Buddhist Calendar 2565. The administrative boards, at their discretions, can contact the central office of the Sangha to organize the live broadcast of the Buddha's birthday on An Viên television channel BTV9, the Sangha's digital platforms, and on Phật online channel.
According to the annual tradition, Sangha monks and nuns must stay indoors for 3 months to promote body and mind, cultivate the threefold petition, virtue, concentration, wisdom, to keep the moralities of the monkhood, solemnities of the Sangha, self-benefit and social benefit. On behalf of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Most Venerable Thích Thiện Pháp, standing vice chairman of the Administrative Council, head of the Monastic Affairs section, signed the announcement number 128 TB-HDTS on April 2nd, 2021 regarding the organizations of VESAK of Buddhist Calendar 2565 Solar Calendar 2021.
Accordingly, the organization of VESAK is under the Provincial Sangha responsibility to have registration with the state agencies of the same level and to fix the location. Each unit of Provincial Vietnam Buddhist Sangha in a province or city can organize 2 or more VESAK congregation points, Monks and nuns are to settle separately, seriously implementing regulations on prevention and control of epidemic COVID-19, spraying and disinfection at retreat area, food safety and hygiene, ensuring a well-ventilated living space for the ascetic practitioners to settle down. Where conditions are not eligible for the organization of concentrated settlement, retreat could be organized by means of interprovincial and city congregation and must go through the registration procedures with state agencies of the same level. Retreat should encourage monks and nuns to practice their lectures, warn newspapers, to evaluate the study achievements of ascetic practitioners. For monasteries with a large number of hermit monks and nuns in their studying, if they want to organize an on-site retreat, they must register with the district and provincial level Buddhist Sangha and get the approval in writing. The Administrative Board of Provincial Vietnam Buddhist Sangha can integrate the abbot fostering course or some other monastic undergoings on the occasion of retreat and depending on local needs and circumstances. The monastic announcements also details the administrative procedures, activities of 3 months of retreat, the start and end time of the retreat for Theravada and Mahayana. Finally, the monastic announcement also requests the report on the outcomes of the 3-month retreats.
On the mornings of April 6, 2021, the delegations of Government Committee for Religious Affairs, led by Ms. Trần Thị Minh Nga, Deputy Head of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs, visited Minh Đạo Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City to show their concern about the health of the Most Venerable Thích Thiện Nhân, Chairman of the Mid-Treaty Council of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha.
The deputy head of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs delivered her concern about the health of Most Venerable and dignitaries, monks and nuns, and also informed the Most Venerable the second consultation of Committee of Vietnam Fatherland Front for the candidacy of 15th National Assembly. In the coming festival that all people will go to election, the Government Committee for Religious Affairs also expected that the Most Venerable Chairman of Administration Council, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, should encourage monks, nuns, lay people to attend the election in full. She also delivered information for planning to celebrate the 40th foundation anniversary of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha. At the same time, she respectfully requested Most Venerable Chairman to guide the Standing Committee of Administration Council to submit the list of praise granted at government level for the monks and nuns with great contribution to the Sangha during the last 40 years. Friendly welcoming the delegation, the Most Venerable Chairman showed gratefulness to the warm heart from the Government Committee for Religious Affairs. Thereby, Most Venerable also shared the information of Buddhist affairs activities of the Sangha for the future, especially the conference of the Buddhist activities of the North and the South in the coming April. According to the conference agenda, the leader of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs will discuss the propagation for candidacy of the 15th National Assembly and People Committee Councils of various levels, and will inform all the dignitaries, monks and nuns from all the cities and provinces. On this occasion, the Most Venerable Chairman also had some gifts to show gratitude to Mrs. Trần Thị Minh Nga and the delegation.
In the church of April Field, the Khmer people are repairing everything to welcome New Year CHÓL CHNЫM THMÂY. Mr. Trần Thị Minh Nga, Deputy Head of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs, together with the delegation visited CANDARANSI Pagoda on the mornings of April 6, 2021 to congratulate dignitaries, monks, nuns, and Khmer lady people living and working in Ho Chi Minh City.
The Deputy Head of the Government Committee for Religious Affairs delivered congratulations for traditional Khmer New Year to the Most Venerable Yen Lung, Abbot of the CANDARANSI Pagoda, together with the Khmer people, to welcome traditional New Year happily and fully. However, the Lady Deputy also expected that the Most Venerable Yen Lung should guide Khmer people in Ho Chi Minh City to more attention to their health, celebrating the coming New Year CHÓL CHNЫM THMÂY on the spirit of preventing COVID-19 pandemic. On behalf of the Khmer people, Most Venerable Yen Lung happily welcomed and showed gratefulness toward the loving heart of the delegation from the Government Committee for Religious Affairs for having visited and congratulated the New Year CHNØM THMÂY. Thereby, Most Venerable also shared that the Khmer people always show spirit of high responsibility following strictly 5K recommendation from Ministry of Health. Most Venerable also expected that the Government Committee for Religious Affairs keep informed to all levels of government agencies to continue helping and assisting monks and nuns to study and practice Buddha teachings, providing preferable conditions to Khmer people to live and work in order to contribute to the developing of the country more prosperous and powerful. On the occasion of New Year CHNØM THMÂY Festival, Most Venerable prayed to the Heaven Deity to bless all the members from the delegation of Government Committee for Religious Affairs to be healthy and get more successful achievements in the assignments and missions assigned by the party and our people.
On April 7, 2021, People Committee sub Thanh Trì, in coordination with the Administrative Council, Central Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Hanoi Study Government Committee for Religious Affairs and the Institute of Religious Research under the Vietnam Academy of Social Science, co-organized the conference of Nhân Phương Dung with religions and people at the conference halls of the Institute of Religious Research, Hanoi Study.
Participating in the conference, there were Most Venerable Thích Thanh Nhiễu, Deputy Standing Chairman of the Administration Council, Venerable Thích Đức Thiện, Vice Chairman cum Secretary General of Vietnam Buddhist Sangha, Venerable Thích Thọ Lạc, Head of Central Department of Culture, Associate Professor, Dr. Philosophy Chu Văn Tuấn, Rector of Institute of Religion Research of Vietnam Academy of Social Sciences, Mr. Phạm Tiến Dũng, Head of Hanoi City Department of Religion, Mrs. Phạm Thị Thu Huyền, Vice Chairwoman of Thanh Trì District's People's Committee, together with monks, nuns, and representatives of various departments and agencies. Vietnam Buddhist Sangha expect a lot from this conference, from different perspectives of the scientists, to evaluate objectively the Vietnamese Buddhism of the early time in general and the non Phương Dung to the Dharma religion in detail. On this basis, Vietnam Buddhist Sangha will obtain precious documents to contribute to the glorious pages of history Vietnamese Buddhism of the 1,000 historic years for the descendants of present and future to remember, study, and follow the bright examples of their ancestors. The conference have received 35 essays from monks and nuns from Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and professors, doctors, scholars with a discussion theme, analyzing history context and Buddhism situation under Hùng King, presenting the traces of Buddhism under the Hùng King dynasty and Trương King dynasty through some of relics about Master Nan Phương Dung. After the speech of Venerable Thích Đức Thiện and Associate Professor, Dr. Philosophy Chu Văn Tuấn, the conference has come to its end successfully.
On the occasions of the traditional New Year holidays of the CHNØM THMÂY of the Khmer people, on the mornings of April 5, 2021, the delegations of the Vietnam Foreign Friends Central Committee led by Ms. Trương Thị Ngọc Ánh visited and wished the Happy New Year to the Solidarity Associations of Monastic Practitioners in the province with monks and Buddhists at Ca Nhung Pagoda, GIANG province.
Welcoming the delegation, it was honored to have Most Venerable Yen Dong, Vice Chairman of Provincial Solidarity Association of Monastic Practitioners, Venerable Lý Long Công Yen, Chairman of District Level Solidarity Association of Monastic Practitioners of Gò Quao District, and Reverend monks and Khmer people in the locality. Most Venerable Yen Dong outlined the monastic affairs in the province and activities of the association. In addition to prevention of COVID-19 pandemic, according to the regulations of Ministry of Health, Theravada Pagodas opened 19 classes of Pali, Sutra, Khmer literary characters for nearly 300 monks and Khmer children to participate in learning. The Reverend monks also instructed Buddhists to well implement the party's policies and directives, the laws of the states. and the associated branches also mobilized fellow Buddhists to carry out social security undertakings in the province with a total amount of 15 million Vietnam dong. Ms. Trương Thị Ngọc Ánh wished the joy of the traditional year of the CHNØM THMÂY 2021 to the Khmer people and highly appreciated the achievements of the Provincial Buddhist Sangha. She hopes that, in the coming time, the Provincial Buddhist Sangha and the Provincial Solidarity Association of Monastic Practitioners would continue with the local authorities to care and take care of the poor Khmer families, join hands to well implement the prevention of COVID-19 pandemic. On this occasion, the delegation presented gifts to the Provincial Solidarity Association of Monastic Practitioners and Buddhist monks and typical Buddhist families.
On April 4, 2021, Maximum Thích Nữ Từ Nhẫn, delegates of the Central Nuns Division, Abbess of Phước Viên Pagoda, Ho Chi Minh City, and her disciplines and nun gathered in the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha's office to Ho Chi Minh City to make offering to more than 1,000 monks and nuns who are studying at the Vietnam Buddhist University.
In witness, it was honored in the offering ceremony to have Venerable Thích Phước Lượng, Deputy of the University Management Board, and monks and nuns in the Management Board and monastic students among the attendants. At the ceremony, the Master Nun shared her cherished wish that in the future there would be many young monks and nuns contributing to the Dharma. Therefore, over the years, the nun and the Buddhists have given away to offer pure resources and pure objects to assist the monks and nuns in their studies. The Master Nun told the nuns to study diligently so that they could later be in the place of the Buddhas and nuns who had carried out the Buddha's teaching of Dharma. Venerable Thích Phước Lượng praised the merits of the nuns and the Buddhists who devoted with their heart to donate to the Vietnam Buddhist University. The Venerable emphasized that the nun was the person who always supported the Vietnam Buddhist University, devoted herself to the life of the resident monks and nuns in its foundations. By the way, on the occasions, the Venerable also preached more about daily life and ascetic practice of internal monks and nuns of the Vietnam Buddhist University. At the same time, the Venerable also reminded the monks and nuns of a diligent attitude towards study in order to respond to the expectations of the Master Nuns, as well as her charitable and generous nuns and Buddha followers.
Humanitarian blood donation, a noble gadget, is unlimited right, and it really brings immediate and long-term benefit, with the desire to bring the joy and happiness to the communities. On the mornings of April 7, 2021, monks at Vạn Đức Pagoda, in collaboration with the Ho Chi Minh City Humanitarian Blood Donation Center, held a blood donation fiesta.
More than 100 volunteers who signed up to give away drops of love blood to bring life to the community have been present at the pagoda very early in the day. According to the teachings of the venerable monks at Vạn Đức Pagoda, who are the Buddha's children, who always open the arms of love to save all species by helping the others to be happy and blissful, we ourselves also perceive happiness. Through the promoted encouragement, the monks and Buddhists have become more aware of the meaning and importance of every drop of blood given today, one life stays. At the end of the program, the organizing board received more than 100 donated blood units. In order for the voluntary blood donation movement in monasteries and pagodas to bring about practical results, first of all, there must be the right awareness and enthusiastic support for voluntary blood donation by organizations and individuals. This is also the tradition of mutual love stimulates self-love. Loving people as if loving you tightens the solidarity and love of people and nation.
In order to have lay Buddhists come to Pagoda to practice and experience peace in the teachings of the Buddha, Vạn Đức Pagoda Thủ Đức City held a 7-day Buddhist retreat from April 1st to 8th, 2021, with the participation of the more than 200 Buddhist laypersons.
This is a 7-day retreat under the guidance of the Most Venerable Abbot Thích Hoàng Chi and Pagoda residential monks and nuns. This 7-day Buddhist retreat has created a new vitality of spirituality, gradually bringing Buddhists into a formal framework of practice, showing a pure solemnity. Also in the retreat, Venerable Thích Thiện Tuệ shared the Dharma talk with the topic, "Do not wait till old age to recite Buddha's Dharma." Venerable said that not until old age that we could recite Buddha's name, but at any age we can cite Buddha's name for us to get rid of the vicious cycle of karma, bring us to the shore of happiness and emancipation. The lecture ended in the joy and peace of the masses. It is known that every year, the 7-day Buddhist retreat is held 4 times a year by Vạn Đức Pagoda. Every period, there are a large number of Buddhists who register to participate in activities such as taking turns in sutra chanting, sitting in meditation, and reciting the name of Buddha.
Venerable monks and nuns, Buddhist ladies and gentlemen, the last news has signed up the quickly new field. Thanks for your attention and following. Goodbye and see you in the next programs on psotv channels. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha.